cold-hardy, fast-rooting spring-blooming plants. Ganjian grass, highly cold-resistant. During the growing season, its leaves are green with hints of purple. In autumn, the foliage turns a rich chocolate color, blooms in spring and fall with blue-purple flowers, creating a sea of blue. The above-ground parts remain evergreen year-round, offering great ornamental value. Additionally, its strong reproductive ability makes it ideal for covering bare soil areas. Giant Allium, a large, blue-purple, lollipop-like flower in the garden. It features tall, sturdy flower stalks with large, unique, and vibrantly colored flower heads. Blooms from April to May each year, offering high ornamental value, can be planted in clusters or patches in flower beds. Performs well as both a middle ground and background plant. Cool environments with temperatures below 25 degrees Celsius. In hot and humid areas, bulbs should be lifted after flowering to prevent root rot. German iris blooms from March to May, is a bulbous plant. Its bulbs grow larger over time. It can be divided each year, with each shoot producing a flower stalk. Each stalk bears 6 to 8 blossoms, each variety having a unique fragrance. Some varieties can even bloom twice a year. Cold-hardy, down to -30 degrees Celsius. Heat and drought-resistant. It is not tolerant of waterlogging. Aquilegia columbine produces ethereal, fairy-like blooms. Flowers from April to July. Fills the early spring floral gap in northern regions. Prefers sunlight but tolerates partial shade. Can thrive even in low-light areas. After flowering, allowing it to reseed itself, it will return every year without replanting. Grape hyacinth, a low-growing plant with densely clustered, grape-like, blue-purple flowers. Its rich hues exude an air of elegance. It creates a captivating scenery. Cold-resistant down to -30 degrees Celsius. Thrives in sun and partial shade. Blooms early in spring with a long flowering period. An ideal choice for bordering flower beds. Freesia, cherished for its beautiful blooms and enchanting fragrance. Named Freesia because of its orchid-like scent. Flowers from February to May in early spring. When grown indoors in autumn, it blooms in November or December. Its lush foliage, elegant blooms, and strong fragrance bring a refreshing ambience to gardens and homes. Not picky about soil, but prefers full sun. Lupin, a perennial herbaceous plant. Its long blooming period and diverse colors make it a favorite. Flower spikes can reach 60 centimeters in length, can grow between 1.5 to 2 meters tall. It's tall, cold-hardy to -30 degrees Celsius, drought-resistant, and highly adaptable to different environments. Blooms from March to May. Delphinium larkspur, named for its swallowed-like flower shape. Massive blooms on thick, sturdy stems. Cold-resistant to -30 degrees Celsius. The surface may die in winter, has a relatively long flowering period. It blooms from April to July. Drought-tolerant, but dislikes waterlogging in the rainy season. Loves sunlight, but should be protected from harsh summer sun. It enhances floral brightness and pairs well with other plants. Narcissus can survive harsh winters unprotected in northeast China. Its blooms resemble fairies dancing. Colorful flowers offer great ornamental value. Planted in November or December, it blooms in March or April. Thrives in partial sun and shade, avoiding direct sunlight. Creeping phlox. Scientific name Phlox sabellata, known as the flowering lawn or colorful carpet. Remains evergreen even at 15 grados bajo cero. And thrives in poor soil, rarely affected by pests and diseases. When planted in the ground, it requires minimal maintenance. Blooms profusely for 6 months, with vibrant and abundant flowers. An excellent ground-covering floral plant. Hyacinth, a herald of early spring. One of the first flowers to bloom each year. Flowers from January to March. Highly cold-resistant. Tolerating temperatures as low as 30 grados bajo cero. Can be grown in pots, garden beds, or even hydroponically. Its blossoms open from bottom to top, creating a dense, layered floral display. Each spring, it fills gardens and homes with its delicate fragrance.